and welcome back to the Forests of Lorien here. I think, is it just called Lorien? Might just be called Lorien, might be called the Forest of Lorien. Either way, beautiful map for free-for-alls, and that's what we have. It's a 36,000 frame free-for-all. Goodness sake. Okay, anyway, we'll barrel through it. We've got Thanos here, he's got his Mythalon Marines out front. Wardens of Elosteria in there. That's it. sorry. Oh dear. Sometimes I'm coming right off the back of another 36,000 frame. I was like, oh, I'm making my way through these and like in the order that they are. I was like, oh, good, a free for all. That'll be nice and quick. 36,000 frame. Anyway, sorry. So I'm sorry. I've still got half a cup of tea. I can make it. I've made I've made statements about rangers and free for alls, and it's kind of like, yeah. I mean, I'm certainly not against them. Just gotta be careful with them. Harlenden Guard, they're very nice. Of course, still fragile to range damage, as all of Lindon's roster is. At least they do have some armor, and they do have that shield, so they can take a bit of a beating at range if they have to. And they are spears, so if you do want to rush them down with cav, oh dear, rip. Norlinden Guard, wow, okay, took you a little while to do that there, Thanatos, but we'll get it done here. Noldor and Blade Masters, love them. Of course, Noldor and Guard, I'm a really big fan of. Just, yeah, full stop. They're really just a nice unit for Lindon to have, and yeah, big fan. Mythalon Pikes there, more expensive Pikes of Lindon. Some Sword Masters, Harlenden Infantry, and then Harlenden Riders. 4 Lindon Scouts, fantastic. Okay, cool. Yeah, very fragile, but super fast. One of the fastest Lancers you'll find. Just super swift. As long as the enemy's not going to shoot at them, as long as they're not going to get caught by anybody, but as I say, they're fast, and they're quite a big unit size for an Elven cavalry unit. 64 is big, so I really do like these guys. I never used them before, but then I started to see them pop up a lot, and I think they're a great idea for a free-for-all. I think they're a great idea full stop. Siege defenses and so on, yeah, like they're cheap, why not? Harlan Guard, Wardens, surprisingly few actual foot archers, okay. And some Marines, and a Ballista. Okay, you see, this is kind of interesting to me. He's gone for a Ballista. You would kind of think that he's got the intention of holding the line, but then he's only got 2 units of foot archers, and one of them's a ranger who's not really, of course, made for skirmishing. So, I guess, I mean, he might do some aggressive play with the Ballista, but I don't know about that. I still think it's kind of risky to be trying to play ball with something like that. I like this for Lindon Scouts. Yeah, good stuff. Get them out of there. Get them somewhere hidden. Either just use them at the very end of the fight, or just show up out of nowhere. You can cover distance so fast with these guys, so you really can afford to hide them quite far back. So no, I like this. I like this a lot. As I said, I love little quirky units like that I just never paid any attention to for like the longest time, and then suddenly, yeah, I'm a big fan. So yeah, for Lindon Scouts, just super duper. I remember, yeah, the first, I'll just ramble for a little bit more as we're going. Should be a timestamp if you just want to jump straight to the action. Yeah, I remember just the first time like I saw them, I was like, oh, okay, I guess somebody just had some money left over, and then they were just like battering people around. I was like, holy smokes, because they've still got a charge. It's like the Dunman Outrunners, you know. They're one of my favorite cavalry units. Just I don't use them too much anymore, to be honest. But like I used to, when I first started playing Reforged, they were my go-to, because it was just a nice cheap AP charge and pretty swift, not as fast as the Lindon Scouts, of course, but they've got a shield. You know, you give them an armor upgrade if you want as well. They're still fragile as hell, but you know, you can give them one. Let's go on to his opponents today. We have the Womb Raider. He's got another Elven force here, so he's got his Archers of Rivendell out front. No armor upgrade today. No armor upgrades for the Swords of Rivendell either. Elder Emway Spears and the Spears of Rivendell again. Surprising to see quite a heavy numbers Imladris army today. Elder Emway Spears on the flank again. Imladris Guardians, they've got the armor upgrade, so they're going to be a real power today. 3 Imladris Guardians and the Gwathi Rock Door there. And again, I don't know how to tell if these guys are armor upgraded or not. I really should just look at it one day. But yeah, I just don't play as Imladris too much. But yeah, I like this. I don't see Imladris played this way too often. And I think it could work very well, as long as the Spears of Rivendell don't get shot to pieces. I think I'm a pretty big fan of that. Anyway, over here, we have Diego Ramos. So he's got another very high tier faction. Khazad, so Orc Hunters there. Behind them, Warriors of Khazad. Okay, cool. And the Sentries of Khazad. Nice. Again, pretty heavy numbers. Pikes, Legion Bodyguard, Guards of Khazad. Okay, lots of the elites there. Hammers and 4th Legion Shield Guard. And some more 4th Legion. Probably something over... Yeah, definitely something hidden in these trees too. The Hammers are going to bad, most likely. Very nice and symmetrical. And again, leaning more into that mid-tier and higher numbers. I love these. I love the trees just rising up through the town there. And then another... Oh, well, yeah, another of the old races, the Dwarves of Egusama, of Erebor, have come today. So he's got his Ironfoot Pikes. Definitely a force that can be, bring a lot of numbers if you really want to. Erebor Legionnaires, Ironfoot Warriors, Crossbows, Blacklock Engineers, oh dear, Obsidian Guard, Axe Guard of Erebor, Highborns, the Spearmen, and Axe Guard. He's actually gone for a fair... Yeah, and he will probably have Ironfoot Wargoats, 2 Ironfoot Wargoats. The only thing that's really going to be matching him, I've never actually seen this area get used. This attack strategy, yeah, coming in from there or there. It's always across the bridge. Anyway, let's get this underway. So, I'm interested to see what the Cav play is going to entail. We've got the Wargoats, but those Wargoats would, they would be beaten by the Gwaithir Rocktor. But it wouldn't be, I'm sure that's not how he wants to use the Gwaithir Rocktor. He wouldn't want to just gut through hordes of Wargoats and take quite a lot of casualties, and a lot of damage from the Wargoats, so... Okay. Diego's moving on forward here. Now, we're probably going to set 2x speed for a minute, just until people kind of front up. But we will be watching around, seeing what people do. Alright, okay, Thanatos he's got a lot of his troops hidden in these forests, which is nice. Lindon, of course, not the Wood Elves that inhabit this area, but... No, but he's showing his use of stealth. Okay, I like that. So yeah, as far as the attacker, as far as everybody else is aware, okay, no, they've seen the ballista now. Yeah, let's say that ballista is... If Imladris just comes running forward, if Womb Raider comes on forward with wild confidence and with real dedication, I feel he could roll right over Thanatos. I don't think Thanatos has enough archers up here. Yeah. Okay, I mean, maybe he wants to just tempt him to come charging on forward because he doesn't have the archers and he wants to just get into melee quickly. We've got firepower coming into the Swords of Rivendell there from the ballista, but Womb Raider's forces spread out like this at a long range with the heavy numbers focus that he's gone for today, he can afford to take a few hits. I really feel so. Ballista's still going. No, it's saying. But he's revealed that position now. Okay, Thanatos is folding around. Looks like we've got an elf versus elf confrontation. The 2 high elves battling it out. It's the 2 dwarves battle it out as well. Dearie me. Okay, Orc Hunters of Khazad opening up. Oh, and actually hitting these Wargoats. The Wargoats may be nicely armored, but they actually don't have a shield. Wow, holy smokes, they got rattled. And they didn't even make contact. Oh no, they did. They did make contact. They battered up a lot of Orc Hunters. But, I don't know, I think both sides could probably be happy about that. I could see the argument that it's worth it, but... Oh, okay, Thanatos is not willing to let this just be an elf versus elf and a dwarf versus dwarf. He's going to be coming in with his Harlan Riders to open up into these sentries. We'll go into 1x speed there for now. I like that. Yep, try and rattle into the sentries. A few of those warriors taking it to the shield though, so they'll be alright. Harlan Riders taking a little bit of fire, but long range, and they've got this slope to try and protect them, which is good. I don't think I would be poking the bear in the way that Thanatos says. I like it. And it's a great way to get Erebor on your side. But it's also a great way to kind of just, you know, yeah, to earn you a little bit of hatred from Khazad at this stage. Harlan Riders appearing here. Yeah, still the 4 Lindon scouts just waiting. And that's something that I really don't think Womb Raider would expect. I definitely wouldn't be expecting them to be over there. So if he does come forward with a wild charge, could be bad. You know, he's got no reason to think that he doesn't have total cav dominance because he's got the way through Rock Door. And that just kind of secures you control in a lot of ways. Yeah, Harlan Riders there. It was a nice little maneuver, but it's yeah, he racked up quite a lot of kills. This is all from his arrow fire. And I like this. Yes, please. It'd be great if we get a nice sort of city battle or a town battle of the dwarves in these tight elven passageways. It looks like Egusam is actually willing to fall back to the small island. Or well, it's not actually an island. It's just the area past the moat. So no, okay. Crossbows there from Egusama. That's certainly going to hurt Khazad. I think if Diego is coming forward, he's got to come forward really quite hard. Because, as I say, those sentries are going to get blitzed by crossbow fire. Crossbow's already opening up into the warriors, though. Certainly not picking the best target, I feel. Sentries of Khazad versus Ironfoot Pikes. I think Sentries of Khazad have the superiority there, but I'm sure it's not by a tremendous deal. Right, just needing some tea. As I say, the old throat. I'm trying to get as much recording as I can done. Unfortunately, I'm having to go back a little bit earlier than I was wanting to. Yeah, the ship cannot legally move without me on board, unfortunately. So even just a little shift, they need to get us all back. So I'm having to go back just a little bit earlier than I thought, and I want to make sure I get a good large amount of recordings done. I really like this use of the Legion Bodyguard, and they've gotten in there without taking any real damage. They've got a lot of boys around them to shield them. They're going to take the odd crossbow bolt, but they're certainly not alone. And if they can make their way to the front, which they are doing, they're not going to be able to. Yeah, it's going to be tough to counter them, especially with these pikes. These pikes are not going to be able to do it. But no, we need something to sort those crossbows out. And I'm interested. I guess Dago doesn't want to, because it is a free-for-all at the end of the day. He's not just trying to win a 1v1. If he's trying to win a 1v1, he would barrel his way on in and just surround them entirely. But, oh, 4 Lindon. Oh, wow. I don't know about this from Thanatos. I mean, great way to rack up some kills. Oh, spread that out wider. 101. But the thing is, had these guys been spread out, because you saw how many of them actually made contact there, that could have been devastating. We could have had, they could have been dropped like 30 orc hunters there. Now, they are fragile, but we didn't actually lose any of the 4 Lindon scouts. Holy smokes. Very nice. Wait a second. No, that's just the captain. That's just the captain. Scared me for a second. Yeah, of course it's not the general. Still, okay, Nortino Warriors coming forward from Womb Raider. Armor upgrade for the Nortino Warriors. So he's seen the 4 Lindon scouts arriving now. Yeah, armor upgrade for the Nortino Warriors. So yeah, they are made for his surf. Well, they're made to mix it up in a bit of skirmish fighting. Now, this is not something that the Womb Raider would be aware of, and it's certainly not something I would expect, but he probably has the... Yeah, he's definitely got the range superiority here. If he wants to kind of just sit and shoot Lindon, he can probably do that. But Imladris is very much, they want to get in your face. They want to get into melee, especially when they're fighting elves, you know, who they usually would feel that they're going to be struggling against that range. He's more than happy to charge on in, but that's probably not the best course of action for him today. Harlan Riders still just pinging away at poor Diego. So really, Egusama is... I hope this is worth it for Thanatos. I hope Egusama is very much aware of what's happening. And he is receiving aid from Thanatos here. Goodness sake. I guess it's just the amount of shots that's going into the Legion bodyguard, but they've really struggled there. Up against these pikes and up against the axe guard too. Oh, first Legion pikes. Wow. Okay. Again, hopefully not shot up to pieces by crossbows. Yeah, I understand why he's a bit concerned, but if I was dedicating myself to this attack, I would have gone pretty hard. Because I think he had the ability to roll right over him, and he's just been losing troops, doing it a bit too slowly here, and allowing the crossbows to do more damage than they really should. I like these Hardland Riders. Oh yeah, shoot, I do need a thumbnail, don't I? I like... It's been a while since I've done like a distance thumbnail. I usually like to sort of get up close, and so it's kind of nice. Yeah, sort of this hilltop horse archer firing one down. We've got Harlan Infantry moving on up. Good, okay, we have the clash. And Imladris Guardian's actually really struggling up against these Swordmasters. Oh, there's a backstab from the Forlorn Scouts. That's what's maybe been doing it as well. Some shooting coming into the Lindon Scouts though. And as I say, they're very fragile to that. Most of Lindon is, but especially these lightly armoured, unshielded light cavaliers. They're dropping like flies now. Yeah, once they've been spotted and they've been shot at, they really get rinsed. Spears of Rivendell there, really struggling again up against these Swordmasters. AP, those spears, they're like sort of halberds of Rivendell, really. But, no, kind of having a bit of difficulty further along the line. Further along the line, it's a bit better where they're just up against the Harlington Infantry and not the Swordmasters. So these lower tier sort of militia elves of Imladris are able to go toe-to-toe with their slightly higher tier elves of the Harlington Infantry. Spears of Rivendell there, yeah, backing them up and just providing that rigidity as well. I like this, yeah, using his numbers, getting all the way around the back and totally surrounding, interrupting those Marines from being able to use their ammunition. Hopefully Gwathi Rockdoor coming in and out as well. Oh, Harlington Infantry trying to pursue them. Yeah, oh goodness me, these Gwathi Rockdoor are going to be causing a bit of devastation. They didn't actually get their pikes down. They did not get their pikes down. That was unfortunate for them. It was still a nasty bunce, and they took a bit of damage in response. So now they'll have to try and get a little bit more distance away next time. Now Thanatos' micro is going to be focused here, there, and everywhere. Bit of a break there. More shield guard coming in. We've got pikes here. Pikes are just going to rattle through that line. There's only 40 of them left. So these are AP pikes. Very unpleasant to deal with. But it's the crossbow power from Egu-sama. That is just something that it really is just a power of Erebor that Khazad doesn't really have. I love this. Maybe that's quite a nice shot. Nice little statue. You've got the black shields of the Black Cloak Engineers there. Yeah, I like it. I like that a lot. And the general buildings and stuff. I think I'll go for something like that instead. Legionnaires again. Yeah, most of Erebor's infantry roster is going to get outclassed by most of Khazad's infantry roster. But the Erebor Legionnaires are certainly above that. And as I say today, Khazad's gone for the warriors of Khazad. We've not really gone for the 3rd Legion, which oftentimes make up most of Khazad's main line instead of the generic sort of warriors of Khazad. But I like the warriors of Khazad. It's cool to see them kicking about. For sure. Ballista crew thrown on in there. Oh no, they're trying to escape. It's just the guys at the tail end of the unit that have been caught. I was thinking they've not been used all that much, so surely they still have some ammo left. Marines still rattling shots on in. Let's zoom in, because we won't be able to benefit from that. We are viewing this from Thanatos' point of view. Noldor and Blade Masters there, mixing up with the Spears of Rivendell. So pikes, for the most part, pikes beat halberds. So of course it's a pretty, not always the case, but usually you trust in that range advantage that the pikes have over the halberds, and you can get some more damage in. Excuse me, is this ranger fire? Where was that coming from? Ah, it's up. Wow, that's quite a long range. I thought they were firing from just up there, but I guess that is elven accuracy for you. Now, elven rangers are always going to be able to do a bit more damage than the human rangers now. Of course, rangers received a bit of a debuff to their damage, which I think is very fair, but elven rangers not so much, to really still just lift them up and show that elven ranged power. Even from somebody like Lindon, who doesn't rely... Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, wow. Holy smokes. Okay. Maybe that was worth it. I don't know. I'm always just super scared about going anywhere near pikes with a higher tier cavalry unit, especially if those pikes are not fully engaged. If I've got their fronts engaged by my infantry, at least I know if those pikes turn around to start stabbing me, my infantry is going to slash them up. So, it scares me though, especially with something as important as a Reforged. And they're just not going to be able to get shut down. Well, yeah, Thanatos is not going to be able to shut them down. It's going to be tough because of just how good they are. Hammers of Gundabad coming on in. Swords of AP themselves. First Legion Pikes down to 16 now. So yeah, this has really been not too bad for Egusama. But saying that, he has used up most of his ammunition. Still, with what's arrayed against him from the Elves, after, like, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that he'll win this little confrontation, but he won't have any ammunition left. He won't have very much of his fodder left, or he's gonna just have fodder. Still, Ironfoot fodder is pretty dang good. I will certainly admit. But yeah, okay. I still think he's in an okay spot because he's not gonna need his ammunition to really go toe to toe with the Elves too much. Hopefully he'll be able to just rely on, if he's got the dwarven numbers, he's got that dwarven armor, and he's got that dwarven sort of ability, that might just be enough for him. The ballista's still active. Marines there, they've used up their javelins as well, so that's a source of AP that Lindon's not going to be able to fall upon for fighting dwarves. And yeah, I think this is going to be a pretty bloody fight. And that's sort of the thing as well, like Thanatos sent stuff over to help Egusama, but Egusama's not actually been returning the favour here, which we still have those war goats. We don't have many actually. Is that all the war goats that we've got here, Egusama? Maybe some are hiding in that forest. They're getting shot up right now, dear me. But what you'd love to see from Egusama would be gathering up those war goats and actually sending them away to hold the Reforged in place. Because right now it's that high tier elven cav is just causing so much problem, well, such a big problem for Thanatos. And if we could get the war goats just, you know, as I say, lock them down, not kill them, but just lock them down for a little while, that could be all that it takes for him to have victory here. It's messy. I think Thanatos has got it, but he's not going to be in a fit state. More firepower coming in. Where from? God, oh, that's Godham too. Arlen Riders coming up. Gonna get a quick charge in. 60 before the charge. They are, you know, they're horse archers. They've not got like an impressive charge, but a charge is a charge. You know, when you've got cavalry units. So they only really killed like, what, one? I think they only really killed one in that charge. They suffered a bit of damage from it, unfortunately. But no, yeah, so if they can just keep shooting these guys up. Maybe not. Because that's still a very menacing unit to have at this stage. Oh wait, there's something coming in. Oh, okay, right. He's got 2 units of Harlan Riders. Okay, yeah, I see. If he's able to just come in and out with that, oh, which he's not going to be able to do because yeah, they're getting butchered now. But inflicted a few more casualties. I would maybe want to get that cavalry out of there and sort of save it for the end. But now over on the main line though. He can cause a break. Wavering. No, still wavering. Nah. If he can cause a break, then I could definitely see this going in his favour. But with all that Elder Enway, you know, they're going to go down swinging for sure. Over here as well, the Retino Warriors battling up against the Noldoran Guard. More Elder Enway spears mixed in amongst it. The Reforged, they're, yeah. I think Thanatos has it. But he's going to be in a very weakened state. But Santiago, well, yeah. So Diego, I was about to call him Santiago for some reason. So Diego, I mean, he's got his guards of Khazad in there. Okay, maybe not. Maybe the Dwarves of Erebor are not going to be as healthy as I imagined. I saw nothing of this fight. Oopsie daisies. But it looks like it's kind of gone the same way as the other areas. Just sentries of Khazad alongside some warriors of Khazad crashing on in, and just the numbers and the crossbows off the Erebor Dwarves, the Eastern Dwarves, if we could say. Actually, I think when we say Eastern Dwarves, we probably, you know, that's probably making us think like the Orcani and so on. So, no, not that far east. But yeah, the middle of the east, I suppose, dwarves sort of held the line quite nicely. These ironfoot spears keeping back the hammers of Gundabad. Interesting. There's ironfoot spears as every dwarf, or not every dwarf, most dwarves, relying a lot on that armor, but getting battered down anyway. They've got that defensive skill from being a spearman, so that's keeping them a bit safer for sure. Speaking of like non-armored dwarves, you know, of course I do like the whole sort of shtick with like Erebor and so on. And not that, I mean, that's, most of their forces are of course armored, because that's just the way the dwarves are, but Erebor of course has got a heck of a lot of lesser armored units in Divide and Conquer and so on. It's quite quirky. Be a fun playthrough, because of course they've got their fun stuff with the ring and so on, but even like a good Erebor would be quite interesting. But you'd have to be mobile, you'd have to be getting involved, because your area is quite safe for the most part. You really are quite a nice happy dude with friends around you if you decide to play good. Shield guard there too, just standing by. Something I kind of thought about for like a quick, because I of course do like my long campaigns, and it's generally what I'll do. Not as long as the Northern Dunedain one, of course, nothing like that again. But or the Arnorian campaign. But I would love to do some shorter ones. And I did think for a little while about doing the Erebor. They've got that like Firebeard dwarf or something like that. I've thought about trying to do like Dwarven Viking playthrough. I'm pretty much just with the idea to take and hold Umbar. So try and do like nothing but like Firebeard dwarves. Just spam them out and then go down to Umbar and take it. And then that would pretty much be the end. I mean, but yeah, I don't know. Just like raid the coasts of Umbar and Harad for a little while. But I don't know. Maybe one day. I had a few other like quirky ideas for Divide and Conquer campaigns, but we might get around to them. If I get a nice little rotation from this boat that I'm on, you know, something that I can guarantee I'm home certain times, because I don't mind doing. I mentioned in the channel announcement, you know, I don't want to start a campaign that I don't know I'm going to finish, but you know, that doesn't mean. You know, that doesn't mean that I can't sort of start one and then finish it another time. But I prefer to know for certain that I'm going to finish it. I like that this guy, this Elder Runway Spear, he's battling up against the Harlan infantry, but then the Blade Master turned up and he immediately realised, yeah, okay, no, that's my threat. He sort of turned around and gave this guy a quick stab as he was approaching. Didn't kill him, of course, and he's gone down there, but yeah, that was nice to see. Still 8 of these Elven Knights remaining. Gotta watch out for those stakes. But yeah, so if I could guarantee, you know, say getting myself into a rotation where I'm working for 3 months, I'm home for 2 months, whatever the case may be, I would love to maybe do some campaigns, because then I could know and I could plan it out in advance. And whoa! But right now, with the way that things are, it's much more fluid than that. Couldn't really say for certain when. Oh, these last 2 sword masters just holding them, stopping them from getting that nice charge to the ballista. They did get him though. Oh, the general, part of his blade masters, managed to chase them away. So it looks like the Elves of Lindon have been victorious, but as I say, very, very bloodied. How are the dwarves doing now? Shield guard there. Yeah, no, okay, this is going to be a lot more even than I originally thought. As soon as Egusama ran out of ammunition, this really started to go in favour of the Dwarves of Khazad. which is generally the way that most of their fights go. You know, it's a case of as after you've actually used up the enemy's ammunition, your dwarven power, well, your exceptional, like, legendary, historical dwarven power starts to shine through, and yeah, you're able to even defeat the newer age dwarves of Erebor with your abilities and your mithril and so on. Blacklock Engineers are actually engaging. We didn't even I didn't even see the Blacklock Engineers rattle shots in, but must have been done by now. But they're AP and melee, and they're a 2-hit-point unit fighting side by side with the Obsidian Guard, who of course are very skilled, sort of double-bladed dwarves there. They're having victory right now, but I don't see them beating the likes of the guards of Khazad. Maybe. I would maybe send the Mithril Guard now. What is he worried about? Okay, right. I think Khazad might win this. He's got his highborns. Outfit Spear celebrating. What happened here? Goodness me. Very organised lines of death, but that's to be expected from dwarves fighting dwarves. Okay, back. Where was I? Yes, dwarves here. Yeah, I really think Khazad maybe has this. What are they doing? Yeah, I'd get the Mithril Guard in now. Like, I don't know why we're holding off. All we're doing with having them out there is providing a bit more risk to them with the chance of getting, like, run down by an enemy cavalry unit. I feel. I guess he wants the freedom to come in from a different angle, but if I was him, I would just barrel right down the middle. That's where we got the strongest adversaries today. And I would for sure want to get mixed in amongst while I still have a few guards of Khazad there. Yeah, like the Mithril Guard should be able to hand, you know, tired Obsidian Guard and busted up Blacklocks, you know, their asses, but even at the best of times, still, I'd want to get them involved now. Maybe he's just, the Highborns as well, they should go down to Mithril Guard. We're coming on in here, okay. And we should get through the choke point. Okay, nope. Ironfoot Warriors coming on in. The Ironfoot Warriors will lose if Hammers get a charge, which they did. Yeah, that's going to hurt. 140. Down to 134. That's pretty good for, like, an infantry charge. Well, yeah, whoa. And yeah, they're dying pretty fast. They'll hold the line as best they can, but they're not going to be able to do much damage in response. Highborns having to come on in. Yeah, okay, the Highborns have been called over there. I guess maybe he wanted to make contact first there. That makes sense. So that the Highborns weren't going to be able to be free. So, I mean, if the Highborns wanted to come and engage them here, then this force is just going to fold around. So I'm really quite impressed with Diego there. I was sure that was curtains for him. He's got his Orc Hunters around here now too, out of ammunition. But, okay, they can probably backstab. I'd probably backstab these Ironfoot Warriors. You might be able to get a quick break. So that these troops can sort of come in and swallow up the Highborns. But no, okay. Yeah, really impressive. I'm quite surprised at that. And it looks like Thanatos is victorious here. How are the Noldor? Well, I guess there's a lot of Noldor in the field right now. How are the Elves of Imladris? It looks like they're fully routing. Yeah. Oh, hell let loose. Sorry, one of my friends just loaded that game up. Nice game. Anyway, what? Warden's out of ammunition. Yeah, surely. And then view of the Noldoran Guard. Looks like he's more than happy to just wait. Does he still have that ballista? He has the ballista here, but I'm not seeing any crewmen. What about... Okay, we've got some generals. Generals darting around. I'm trying to look for... Yeah, okay, good. We've got the Gwathi Rock Door. Don't attack this. Don't do this. I know it'll feel good, but this would be very, very silly if he came into the Mithril Guard right now. It would be like, yes, it'd be lovely to kill a bunch of them, but just absolutely not. Okay, good. He's just moving on past. Because at this point, I would definitely want to side with Diego, and maybe that's what he's doing here. I would want to maybe come on this side and sort of smash those Highborns, though. Because you want to make sure that Diego is as strong as he can be to try and take on... trying to take on Thanatos, but it really is just who is the stronger one here. Who would you prefer to be siding with? Even though, like, it's always nicer to side with the person you haven't actually fought. Maybe the one raider. Oh gosh, I think he's gonna charge on the hammers. I don't know about this, man. No, he's not doing it. Yeah. Okay, they're gonna come in for a counter charge, which it's basically a case of like mutually assured destruction. Like, yes, you're going to really hurt me, but my boys are going to swing their hammers at you as you're bringing them down with your lances. So no, it's the right choice just to pull back. Just watch this. Just don't involve yourself for now. But if I was him, I would probably want to be speaking with Diego, because I think Diego's going to win this, but he's going to be really quite bloodied. You know, those highborns are going to take a beating before they finally go down. Yeah. So I would want to jump in and maybe help them out. See, even just one charge to the highborns while they're engaged. I think you could probably drop like 20 of them, maybe 30, and then that might just be enough. If I was like, hey dude, I helped you, I killed like 30 highborns, you know, maybe that'd be enough to kind of get Diego on your side, and then you can use that to encourage him to basically charge first into Lindon. Don't. I'm sure you're not going to. No, okay, good. Yeah, just wait. And the thing is, my boys are exhausted. I would just sit on top of this hill and just wait. Because this is going to take a few more minutes. You guys might go from exhausted to tired. Probably not, but maybe exhausted to very tired. Yeah, because he's not involved himself in this, I think that we're really going to get a... Oh, we're going to be very bloodied. And then it's just going to come down to, do we have enough to deal with what's left? 45 Noldoran Guard. No, it's, yeah, still nobody on that ballista. Makes me think that the ballista is dead. 32 Noldoran Blade Masters, holy smokes. But again, bloodied, they have been fighting. Wardens, 85 of them. There's very little AP now. And getting through those Mithril Guard without AP is going to be absolute hell. So yeah, I think that Thanatos must just right now be begging that Wim Raider does something silly and attacks the dwarves. Oh no, okay, he's gonna chill. No, okay. And also just hoping that yes, those Mithril Guard they're gonna get hurt by the Axe Guard. They're gonna get hurt by these dwarven elites that they're still fighting. They're gutting their way through them, but yeah, okay, they're going to take a loss or two, and they're going to lose some hit points. And Highborns, yeah, they're again not going to go down easy. Yeah, we really could use those Gwathi Roctor, just helping us out. No, I think that yeah, it's going to be a tough one, because in that final like attack, the Gwathi Roctor, I don't know how much they're going to be able to do, because it's going to probably take place on that hilltop. And just charging up and down the hill is going to be very tough. It's the general of Egu-sama finally going down, but the remaining troops here, those Axe Guard might end up bolting. Highborns should stick around for a while. Armor is coming in, Mithril Guard still just chewing through. To be honest, right, okay, if those Mithril Guard go down to like 40, I'm definitely feeling Thanatos' chances here. They stick above 50, which, 52 highborns left. No, surely not. I think they will drop down to 40. Come on, we could just do with a charge. But to be honest, if you charge now, you run the risk coming through to the Mithril Guard. Hammerers, yeah, they're almost going to be going as well. Unless Egu-sama has something secret up his sleeve, I think he's a goner. 52, goodness me. Now they've actually started fighting the Highborns though. So Mithril Guard, they're... Oh shoot, you see, I always confuse this. I believe Mithril Guard have got AP. It used to be, I think it used to be the case, like Mithril Guard were 3 hit points and Guard of Khazad had the AP. But now, Guards of Khazad have 3 hit points and Mithril Guard have the AP. Yeah, don't quote me on that, but I think that's the case. That would maybe just explain why the Highbones are getting sort of sliced through by the Mithril Guard. It's just AP versus not. And also the Mithril Guard are just incredibly well armored. Not that the Highbones aren't. Oh wow! Oh holy smokes! Okay, this is a change. This is a ooh. Right, Hammer's almost gone, down to 4. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if the Dwarves are gonna have enough in it. I think that, yeah, we really needed some movement by the Gwathi Roktor if we're gonna get this done. And good little charge there. I like that move. Of course, he can't do anything about it. He couldn't have pulled himself off to go and counter it. So he's gonna just use the Hammerers as cavalry. Fantastic. I love it. Just sally in and out. Get some cycle charging on the go. Goodness me. It is a grind though, but like I do love dwarf v dwarf fights. That's what I was going to say before I had to go for it. Yeah, dwarves fighting dwarves is of course a very sad thing, as all, you know, all battles are. But no, it's fun. I really I find it quite enjoyable. I love it when you've got like say something that I like, evil dwarves in lore. You know, it's something that, you know, did happen, of course. Not too often, but it did happen. There were some dwarves that were corrupted by their various desires and greeds. And so, yeah, it did occur. But I do like it when you've got, say, Khazad defending something up against, say, Erebor, taking the role of, like, evil dwarves alongside some orcs and goblins. You know, that's always a fun sort of little scenario for me. So we've got about 10,000 frames here. Now, ooh, this is the tough thing, because so Thanatos, you can see from the balance bar, Thanatos has got more power, and boys are going to know that. So I always feel the onus is on like you to come out and attack, but if Thanatos leaves that hill, the Gwathi Roktor will destroy him. You know, that there's no two ways about it. He's got no way to counter the Gwathi Roktor. If he leaves this hill, he is dead. So yeah, it's a shame. Yeah, Blade Master's popping up. He's got to. So no, it's always a tough thing in a free for all. Like you want to get out there, you want to make it sort of a fair fight. You want to you want to attack, but at the same time, like if Thanatos did go on the attack here, he would be totally destroyed. So I don't know. I think there's probably going to be a bit of a stare down. No, we are getting some movement coming toward him. So the Gwathi Roktor are just going to have to wait for their moment. And the Blade Masters, 32 Blade Masters up against those last Mithril Guard. With everything else, that'll be enough to kill the Mithril Guard for sure. Do we have any arrow fire that was just like waiting? No, we don't. So the Gwathi Roktor maybe can find a chance here and there. Of course, these units are hidden. He doesn't know where anything is. Maybe even if, oh goodness sake, yeah. It's of course a lot more messy than the Dwarven front line. Nice organized corpses, but this is all a bit more mobile. Some people have died here, there, and everywhere. What is this? Alright, sorry, no. Yeah, I'm getting confused. Wait, am I? Yep, Mithril Guard coming there. What's this? Just a routing unit? Zoom, zoom, zoom. Aha! Oh, they got limb. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that changes the game a bit. They don't have any ammunition, but they've got an armor upgrade. There's 25 of them. So, okay. What happened there? No, nothing. Okay, a little bit different now. So, right, let's see if the Mithril Guard can go one-on-one with the Noldor Blade Masters. These Gwathi Roktor, not Gwathi Roktor, Godhalim, may be able to basically deal with everybody else. Okay, oh, no, they sorted that. Probably wouldn't be able to deal with everybody, but they could give it a good go. So, Noldor Blade, yeah, I mean, I'm sure he wants to come charging at stuff, but if he leaves this hilltop, he's just dead. Very brave boy. I should have slowed it down for that, but I like that. Just like a quick little charge there. Tried to slash somebody. I'm sure he got a little bit of damage, but nothing too much. Oh wait, there's another unit. Oh yeah, it'll be the hammerers. Yeah, the hammerer. is coming up as well. So, good man. Hey, if he can kill 2 elves, good for him. If he could come in for a charge into the backs of the likes, you know, of the Noldor and Blade Masters, that could be something. Oh, he's just trying to find his point there. Goodness me, it's a real cat and mouse situation here. Nobody wants to be the first one to really engage, and I just wait until the dwarves turn up. Don't do any. I'm surprised how close he's getting right now. I wouldn't want to be getting that close. Now, I guess what he's trying to do is tempt Thanatos out. It's like, hey dude, attack me right now, and then you can attack the dwarves. But if Thanatos comes to attack him, even though he'll probably get ravaged, he can do some really good damage with that cav during that little moment that he is holding out. And then the dwarves might be able to come in and finish it off. The dwarves, so warmed up versus, yeah, everybody's fresh now, with the exception of perhaps the Gwathi Rockjaw. Okay, we'll slow down. No, Gwathi Rockjaw they chilled out to fresh. That charge was broken just by the slope, and these guys are now getting caught by the Harlan infantry. Oh dear. Gotelin, don't pull out. Don't pull out. This is no. I disagree with that. This action does not have my consent. Yeah, I would maybe pull out of that. Mithril Guard moving on in, engaging this sort of mixed up force of Wardens and Noldoran Guard. Blade Master's still staying out of it. Looks like, I mean, he pulled out of that just to let the dwarves get involved, but no, man, you need to get back in. The dwarves are going to get ravaged without you. Okay. Mithril Guard, as long as they don't break. There is the Hammerer is involved there. He's trying to find his way. Just come around, yeah, micro him, just do some charges. It looks like the Wardens are trying to surround the Mithril Guard. Noldoran Guard holding the line as best they can for now. Blade Master's trying to just stick in place. Okay, Godflem coming up. Yeah, if the Godflem had stayed fighting all that, I think they would have almost killed them all by now. And then they would have forced Thanatos to use those boys. Yeah, okay, a backstab there. Nothing that the dwarves can do. They've just got to tank it and fight as best they can. Swordmasters around too. Lots of noises from that horn as we're coming in for charges. Okay, we found a good one. It's just, as I say, the breaks in the terrain. Okay. Okay. About where are you? No, still happy enough to fight. Mithril Guard. Good for you. And Gotelim, just keep engaging. Blade Masters are on them now. They managed to catch a few of those horsemen. Still 3 left though. One of them's the general though, so he doesn't have as devastating a charge as the rest of the boys. Maybe he does, but he never pulls out a... Yeah, you know, I mean, they don't pull out a lance. I don't know. I don't like what he's doing with the Godlim. I really think he needs to take these fights. Yeah, just don't know about it. I just think he's taking damage and so on by fleeing from the fights. Mithril Guard still loving that fight, even if the Blade Master's involved now. They're cutting through that. Oh, balance now. No, I guess the Blade Masters are twisting it. Yeah, defeat is certain almost. Ooh. Okay, yeah, Godlim, you need to get in there now. Even if you're gonna lose up against all of this stuff, you've got to start slicing your way through it. Okay. 18. Oh. Okay, right. He tried coming for a quick little charge there, but he was caught. Now he's running. No, he's still around. Godlim wavering. Godlim, come on. What's going on here? Are the Godlim just not as good as I'm remembering them? But yeah, they're really struggling up against these Harlan infantry. I know you're outnumbered a bit, but, you know, come on, boys. Get this done. You've got your armor upgrade. Looking badass. Mithril Guard still 22. That sounded like a charge hit. Fortunately, got the trees around us. So, oh, I like this little 1v1 going on here. He saw it. He's thinking about coming in. Yeah, he's coming in slowly. He's like, no, of course I'll help you out. Oh no. Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. Get involved. It's no longer a 1v1. Yeah, go help out your buddy. 17. Still 26 Blade Masters, though. How are we doing with Godlin? Oh, Godlin routed? Where are they? Godlin! Oh! That's the last of them. Okay, that's the last of Imladris. So it is just the Mithril Guard now. Goodness me. Oi, oi, oi. So yeah, pretty damn close there. Yeah, definitely one of the closer like free throws that I've come across. I think that had the I think it was basically just a case of Womb Raider hedging his bets a bit too much. You know, he really should have just picked a side. I think even had he just decided to pick Erebor, maybe that would have been a good idea. You know, if he had just said, right, stuff it, I'll just fully throw my weight behind Erebor and smash the Mithril Guard and smash up whatever I can with my Gwathi Rock Thrower. Maybe that would have been a better shout. But I think had he put his full effort into backing up Khazad, I think that would have really gone in his favour a bit more. But yeah, and then of course he would have really been able to twist Diego's arm a bit. And it's like, dude, look, I saved a lot of your guys' lives. You get in there first. Then he could have come in. But I'm surprised about the Godlim. Like I thought they were going to do a lot better, and maybe I was really overestimating them, and that could have been a thing. 24 Blade Master, Roman good, one of the best elites in the game. So you know, tough to scrap with that. But no, all in all, pretty dope. Nice sort of elf v elf and dwarf v dwarf battle going on, and then mixed up again at the end. So no, a lot of fun. And yeah, fair enough celebration, boys. Let's see. Now, as much as I was talking them up, let's just make sure that those for Lindon scouts actually did some good work. Here they are. No, boys. Damn. I really like them, but you know, I mean, we saw they got shot up today. If you can avoid them getting shot, then they're beautiful. And you see how fast they go. I think, to be honest, I would have saved them. I would have used them against Imladris solely. Like, I was quite surprised that he pulled them out as early as he did. I would have left them there until the lines clashed and then brought them out. Maybe there was something that threw them out. And yeah, getting the ballista worn down was a shame too. But yeah, super duper. So thank you guys very much. That was a great one. I'll try and get one more recording done, but I better get myself some water. So we're back.